Big Steve on the track with another banger. They say I'm the GOAT, the advice slinger. It's a lot of temptation, but I know it's danger. Inspiration from the king, he started in the manger. I ain't selling you no game, I ain't trying to play you. I'm just telling you the truth, it's easy like a layup. I remember I was down, now I'm on the way up. People try to bring you down when you wanna come up.
Look in the mirror, I see a great man. But look in the mirror, I see a great man. Just look in the mirror, I see a great man. I see a great man. I see a great man. I used to live like a caveman.
Whew. Anyway, y'all ready for this last step? Y'all really ready for this last step? It's gonna surprise you, but I promise you, everybody who's great has definitely done this last step. Even if they didn't do the 2 steps before, they definitely did this last step. Definitely. Let's get into the video. What's going on, Slanger Gang? It's the Advice Slanger. What you slanging, and what you slang gonna come back to you. Today is part 3 of our Road to Greatness series. Okay, just to give you a little recap, because I know people be lazy and they don't want to watch, all the videos. That's fine. Give you a little recap. First video is letting go of your past. Right? Letting go of those things that are holding you down, right? Letting go of those things that are holding you back from moving forward and reaching your goals. You can't move forward if you don't let go of, of those weights that are holding you back, right? Second video was creating your plan. And I gave you 3 important steps within that for creating your plan. So 3 important steps to create your plan. 2, depending on, how you want to look at it, right? But definitely 3 important steps, in my opinion, right? And in my, as far as me giving the advice, right? So that's the second video. This video, right? The third step, right? The third step in our road to greatness, okay? And keep in mind, these are the 3 steps that everybody, in my own personal experience, right? Everybody who's ever been great at anything, these are the 3 steps that they used to get to that level, right? Y'all ready? The third step in your road to greatness should be to never give up. Oh! Oh, I didn't see that coming. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You knew this part was coming. You knew it was coming. Don't give up. See, you'll never make it. You'll never make it, right? And I'm not the type of person to use never a lot, but you will never make it if you give up. If you give up, you'll never make it. Everybody who's ever been great at anything stuck through it through thick and thin. Whether it was the right choice, whether it was what they were supposed to be doing, none of that matters, okay? The fact that they made it is because they never gave up. Out of all the things that I've said, talking to God is the most important thing. But next to that is don't give up. I gave you a template, rather, of things that you can do to reach that greatness level. But listen, never give up. Because, see, if you give up, then you let everybody who said you wasn't going to make it, you let them win. You're going to let yourself down. There are people that believe in you. You're going to be letting them down, right? You're going to let all the naysayers and all the people who was hating, you're going to let them say, see, I knew he wasn't going to make it. See, I knew he wasn't about it. I knew he wasn't cut like that. And you don't want to give them an opportunity to say that. On top of that, you got people that believe in you. You got people that know you can do it. People that know that you built like that. People that know that you're built for whatever that you're attempting to do. And you're going to be letting them down because they're going to be like, man, you could do it. You got the talent. You got the work ethic. You got all of that. But you gave up, right? When because it got too hard. Right? Now, there's a difference between, let me say this. There's a difference between something being difficult, right, and something being unreasonable, I'll say. Okay, if something is just difficult, like whatever your career choice is, if it's getting difficult, like you're running into obstacles, but you're passionate about it, you know what it is that you need to be doing. You know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Push through them obstacles. We don't give up over here in the Slanger Gang. We keep pushing through. We keep doing what we need to do to get to that level that we're trying to get to. But if you got kids, family, responsibilities, things like that, and you're throwing all that away for a dream and a goal, that's being unreasonable. Don't mean you can't follow that dream, but you need to be reasonable about it. There are other things that you may need to be doing, and you don't get to just abandon everything just to, follow your dream. So when I say don't give up and keep pressing on, be reasonable. Don't be unreasonable. Take care of your business. Don't let your business go and say the advice slinger told you, because I ain't say that. Be reasonable about what it is that you need to be doing, and you do that according to, what you need to be doing. You are the one that makes that determination as far as what's reasonable and what's not, what's important and what's not. I'm not here to tell you about what's important and what's not in your own life, because I don't know everybody who's gonna watch this video. But you know what your priorities should be, and you need to prioritize things. Your dream can eventually become that top or first or second or third priority, to you. It can become that eventually, but if you got things that need to be taken care of before that, you need to be taking care of those. So, in a nutshell, don't give up. Like, in a nutshell, do not give up, because giving up means you'll never get there. You'll never see. I'll give you the example that everybody gives when it comes to not giving up, right? Everybody knows that Michael Jordan got cut from what was it, his 7th grade basketball team? Like, well, what if he would have stopped playing? He would have never been Michael Jordan. And that's true. I mean, I'm making light of it, but because everybody uses it, but that is for real true though. He would not have been Michael Jordan as we all know him now. He would not have been that had he given up then. It was like, oh, well, I got cut. But he was passionate about basketball. He knew, or he had an idea that is what he was supposed to be doing. So what did he do? He did it. He went and did it, right? He stayed in it. He kept going. He kept pressing hard. Everybody who's ever been great at anything has had to overcome obstacles. Some big obstacles, some small obstacles. They've all had to overcome obstacles. But it's about your resolve, or it's about your determination, or it's about your will to succeed, or it's about your faith in God, to be honest, and faith that He's going to help you get through that. See, that's the thing. Talk to God about it first. Talk to God about it and ask Him, say, God, I'm really having trouble with this. I know this is something that I really want to do. I know that I'm in love with what I'm doing, God, and I just pray that you just please help me to get to that next level, God. Help me overcome this obstacle so that I may continue pressing on and doing what you would have me to do, God. Simple prayer right there. And I promise you He's going to come through, but you have to be obedient. You have to do those first steps first. Those first steps in my previous videos before you can even get to the part of giving up. Because if you don't do those first steps, the likelihood of you giving up is way higher. Doesn't mean that those first 2 steps are a must. But if you don't do if you don't do those first 2 steps, go back and watch those last 2 videos. If you don't do those, the likelihood of you giving up is much higher because you don't have a foundation, right? It's like a house, right? Okay? You have to have a great foundation, because when that storm comes, and it's gonna come, when that storm comes, when that wind gets to blowing, you need a good foundation, because if you don't, everything's gonna topple over, and everything that you worked for is gonna be up here, because this is where you started. You started building all of your dreams and goals, and you put all your energy into building what's up here. You didn't put no energy into building what's down here on the foundation. So when that wind blows, all of this is going to topple over. You got to start all the way over. But if you got a strong foundation, it may knock some stuff off the top, but that foundation is still strong. So when you take some L's, which you're going to take, when you take some L's, right? When you take some losses, your foundation is so strong that you could just build on top of that foundation, and boom, you took some L's, but you can bounce back like that. You know what I'm saying? You can bounce back real quick. You don't know how close you are. I saw a picture one day, and this guy, he was mining for diamonds. He was mining for diamonds, and one guy was still mining, right? And the guy above him, he was this close to reaching the diamonds, and you saw him walking away. The other guy was still, he was still going, but he still had some ways away to get to his diamonds. So don't give up. Right when you think that it's over with, that all right, I can't do this. This is over with. That's when you about to make it. That's when you about to make it. I promise you. I know you probably heard that for people time and time again. But right when you feel like you about to give up, you're like, man, this is it. I can't do it. This is it. It's not working for me. Then that's when you're gonna give up. That's why I say it's important to watch those last 2 videos so you can get that foundation. Because you won't give up if you have that foundation. You won't give up. So Keep going strong. Hey, in the Slanger game, we handle business over here. We do what we need to do. We don't give up. We reach those dreams and aspirations, right? We don't quit. Okay, we don't quit. I'm not gonna quit on y'all. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all these videos. I'm gonna keep grinding them out. You know what I'm saying? And I love doing this because I love seeing people do good. I don't care if one person watches this video. If that person reaches their goals and dreams, I'm fine with that. Especially if they let me know, man, I'm gonna be so happy and glad. I don't need 1 million people to watch it for me to feel like I've done what I'm supposed to do. Because if my job is only help one person, then I've done something positive. I've set the ball rolling for something great for somebody else instead of just myself. So listen, I love y'all. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in. If you watched all videos, even if you just watched this one, thank you, because you didn't have to watch it. You know, please like, share, and subscribe so more people can get on their road to greatness, even if they don't get on it on the same time that we are on it. You know, us in the Slanger gang, you know, even if they come on it late, still, I want people to have this information, because at the end of the day, you know, this information is just out there for people to take. If people don't take it, that's on them. I can only tell you what I've done and what I've seen the people around me do. You know, the great people. You know, love yourself, though. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's impossible to love anybody else. Don't give up. Advice Slanger, out.